Hello, Assalamu alaikum dear kids. How are you? I hope you all are fine and safe at home. Welcome to Yusuf School System online class, academic year 2020 till 21. Today's good thing is that do the right things even when no one is looking. Okay? I'm your social studies teacher and the book we are going to read is World Watch. This is lesson number 1 of week 7. Let's continue unit number 7 and the name of this unit is the Indus Valley. Let's recap our previous lecture. So in the previous lecture you learned about the Indus Valley and you have learned about why people settled in the Indus Valley and you studied about how archaeologists find out about the past. You also learned about the main Indus Valley cities Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. After learning this unit, you will be able to explain about the people of the past from the things they have left behind. And you will be able to describe how people in the past weighed and measured. And you will be able to explain that some past civilization ended and that we do not know why. Let's do some warm-up activity. So, do you guys have any idea how can we compare the weight of an object? To understand which object is heavier than the other, we measure the weight of two objects. The object with a bigger weight is heavier than the other. For example, you go to the market to buy sugar. The shopkeeper asks you, how much sugar do you want? You tell him that you want 1 kg. The shopkeeper keeps adding sugar to the packet until his weight machine shows 1 kilogram. Now you know that the shopkeeper is fair. Let's continue our chapter. I have told you before that an archaeologist examines buildings and smaller objects from the past to find out about the people, how they live and work and so on. So, archaeologists found bead workshops in the city of Dholavira. Dholavira is a city of Harappa. There were tools for bead making and beads made from bone, ivory, shells, metal and precious stones. Look at the picture, you can see different sizes of stones, so ancient people might use them for weighing things. Look at the other picture, you can see a forearm. This picture shows a cubit. Cubit is an ancient unit of length, from elbow to the tip of the middle finger. Ancient people used two methods to measure the length of an object. These are cubit and feet. Feet is equal to 33.5 cm and cubit is equal to 52 cm. The people of ancient Mohenjo-daro. No one knows who ruled the Indus Valley people. Archaeologists have found statues of people, but they do not know who they are. Some might be kings, they could be the gods or goddesses the people worship. Sometimes archaeologists are not sure what the objects they find were used for or who the people in picture or statues were, but they have given us some ideas about what they think. So it might be a king priest because he looks important and is wearing a patron robe. That might be a special robe for a priest or for a king. Archaeologists also find some pictures on flat tiles in Mohenjo-daro. They call them seals. The pictures' frames were cut in a way so they could be used for stamping. The ancient people used symbols and pictures for writing. They might also use these seals as a money. The ancient Indus Valley people had a type of writing with pictures and shapes. You can see this writing on the seals. What picture can you see? Nowadays, no one knows how to read it. We do not know what language they spoke. Archaeologists also found large buildings that might have been meeting places, but there is nothing to show what they were used for. They think some might have been granaries for storing grain such as wheat. Our next topic is the end of the Indus Valley civilization. So there is no authentic history about the ancient people of the Indus Valley. They didn't vanish suddenly, no, they left in parts, but they traded in other places for quite a long time. The first picture is of ruins of Harappa. The bricks from ruins of Harappa were used to make a base of the railway between Lahore and Karachi. To save the ruins of the past, to learn from them by stopping people from taking bricks away or damaging the sides in any other way. And the second picture shows that the city of Harappa had well managed layout. Flood, earthquake or disease. At that time the land changed, rivers changed their course, or sometime they dried up. There might have been a flood or an earthquake. Gradually the people moved away and the cities began to crumble. Evidence from skeleton found there shows that many people died from malaria. This happened because the land changed because of flooding, earthquake or disease. For more understanding, here is a video link you can watch and enjoy. This is the assignment of today's lecture. I have divided your assignment in 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. So, read page number 44, 45, 46, book Monday. Do workbook page number 30, Monday. Solve page number 45 on book Monday. And then solve page number 47 and write them in your notebook Tuesday. Write question and answers in your notebook Tuesday. These are the rules for notebook maintenance. Write day and date on the top of your notebook. Homework must be done in proper cursive writing. Draw heading lines under each heading with blue color. Draw a margin line on every page of your notebook. Notebook should be kept in good condition throughout the term. In today's lecture, we discuss about the artifacts from the past and what they were used for. And we also learned that some past civilizations ended and that we do not know why. See you in next class. Till then, take good care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.